welcome back to Hermiting with Holly and Susan. This is actually our second set of filming while under lockdown, stay at home, all that good stuff. So today we thought we would talk a bit about gardening. Holly is an expert gardener.
I really am. It's a dual thing. It's really himself and myself.
Okay.
We are a tag team. So he does a lot. He does the rototilling. He tends to put a lot of this stuff in the ground. And then I do a lot of the weeding and thinning. We have a rain barrel. So we water with that. And yeah, I cannot wait. My asparagus bed is much more mature. Last year, I got almost a month's worth of asparagus. Like every week, I could go harvest it again. So that's always our first crop in is the asparagus. I can't wait.
That's nice. How many years have you had your asparagus sets in?
It's been probably 4 or 5 years. The first year, I didn't do anything with it when they came up there.
Yeah.
So you kind of and maybe even the second year. But since then, they come in beautiful, and there's nothing like cutting it
fresh. Yeah,
and we like it broiled real well. I like do a whole sheet of it broiled with a little olive oil on it, a little bit of kosher salt on it. Oh, so good.
Well, that's the best for everything. When I was young, when I was in high school, we had a massive garden, including a whole lot of corn, rows and rows of corn as well. Oh. And so we used to put the pot on to boil, run out to the field, pick some corn, shuck it, throw it in the pot and eat it. And that is the best way to eat corn on the cob. The fresher, the better. We
tend to have quite a few tomatoes and peppers, generally some peas and beans. I will confess, I don't know that I've ever cooked a meal with peas. Maybe I've had enough to use as an accent because certain little minions.
Oh, they like to go eat them?
They eat them. And basically that's all I intend for them. And we do corn, and we've done potatoes for a couple years. And we're talking about, not this year, I'm at my plate is full this year, but maybe the next year or two, putting a big crop of potatoes out of camp up in the field.
Ooh, that would work.
I would love to if I could do enough potatoes that you'd have your year's worth of potatoes. We have a root cellar down in the basement that keeps them pretty well. So
yeah, there you go. Well, again, I have not been. There's been a couple years ago, I did some container gardening on my deck. Had a couple tomato plants. I had a zucchini plant. I love zucchini. I would like to have a zucchini plant. I would love to do some gardening this year, and I think a lot of people are looking at that because, again, it's kind of like, well, not sure what kind of other hiccups we're going to see in the food supply and everything else in the supply chain and in the delivery chain. So, if I could have some lettuce and some spinach and some tomatoes and some zucchinis.
Ooh, leaf lettuce. We do that almost every year. And have you ever made wilted lettuce salad?
No, you have told me that in the past, though. Tell me again, it's bacon, right? You make some bacon.
You do bacon in your pan. When the bacon's crisp, pull it out. And I do crisp enough so it crumbles. So you don't, or you can cut it if you like it a little less crisp. Now, my mother-in-law always uses straight up bacon grease.
Yep.
I will leave some bacon grease in the pan. I add some more olive oil to healthen it up a bit. And then
bacon grease is not that bad for you.
Okay. So then, I'm not arguing. So then you put sugar and cider vinegar. And it's 2 tastes. So it's a couple big tablespoons of sugar. Little less of the cider vinegar. There's no real recipe. And that's what you make your vinaigrette. You cook it. And the trick is to let that cook until the sugar really is starting to thicken it up. It's not like you're making candy or anything, but you want it to start to get to that thicker point where everything.
Interesting.
Put bacon back in, and while it's still super hot, dump it over a bowl of greens. and it can be pretty much any greens. I like it on leaf lettuce.
Sounds yummy. Hey, before we end this one, I wanted to pop this up here because Holly's Crib Notes is coming out here soon.
Yep. It's out now. It's going up on sale on Thursday.
Oh, it's going on sale. April 30th. It's going on sale.
30th. And so it will be available pretty much on all platforms. So Barnes & Noble, Kobo, Amazon. So if you haven't picked up a copy, I hope you do. It's the first book in the Hometown Heart series.
Is it on sale for 99 cents?
99 cents.
Ooh.
So while you're on your lockdown eating wilted lettuce salad,
that's right.
Yes, this would be a good read.
All right. Awesome. Okay,
right.
So hey, those people out there who is gardening and who, like me, wants to try it but is not entirely sure, but on the fence of the gardening, on the garden fence.
Ooh, there you go.
On the garden fence. All right, gang, we will see you next time.
See you later.